change in my life. I was attending an event, and I heard someone say, "Perfect is great, but done is better." And I began thinking about some of the things that I put off doing because I couldn't do it perfectly. And I realized these weren't things I couldn't get done, they were just things that I wasn't doing perfectly. And in the last month or 6 weeks, it's really made a difference for me in accomplishing some goals that I wanted to get done. So in thinking about some advice or counsel that I heard, that is today's theme for table topics. For our visitors, this is our chance to practice extemporaneous speaking. So I have a few questions here. I'll call on a couple of speakers, and they have 1 to 2 minutes to answer the question. Just as a reminder, you'll see the green envelope at 1 minute. You want to speak at least that long. The yellow at 1.5 minutes, and then the red at 2 minutes. And that's when you want to wrap up. So you at least want to get to the green. You don't have to get to the red, but if you see the red, time to wrap up. So, let's start with Carolyn. Thank you. Welcome.
I did my
Thank you.
How are you?
Good.
Okay.
Okay.
No, you're okay. I'm trying to decide which would be the best for you. Oh, okay. Here we go. This is appropriate. So you have children. A few. Let's assume that one of those children is graduating college. What counsel in 1 to 2 minutes would you give to that child graduating college?
There's a book by Dr. Seuss. It's called Oh, the Places You'll Go. And that is the counsel I would start with for, well, I have a son that graduated from BYU. And I would say, you have some tools in your tool belt because of your degree. You have experiences. You have people that you know. And oh, the places you'll go. And I would also say to him that the world is your playground now. And because he wasn't married, I said, now is the time to experience whatever you would like to experience. And I would also add that life is exciting. And for him, it first was working in a cubicle in a well-known company, and it wasn't fulfilling him. And I said, that's okay, because if you're not content there, you have plenty of skills, you have tools in your tool belt because of your degree from college, and I know that you are a very inspired young man, and whatever the Spirit guides you to do, I know that you've prepared well, and I support you 100% in what it is that you want to create with your life that's fulfilling and always gives you the opportunity to meet a lot of people. And that, to me, is a secret of a very successful life, is filling your life with many people and experiences. And you never know which train they're on that you would love to be a part of to speed down that direction. So, thank you.
Julie. Come to this. This is pretty broad. Might take you a second to think about it. What is the best advice or counsel that you received?
Okay. When I was in my early 20s, I kind of extended my teenage wild, as I was kind of talking about last week, I extended my wild times into my early 20s a little bit. And I just was really kind of just going by the seat of my pants and just winging it, and I would just take off and go do things really spontaneously. Well, I have a German friend that, I don't know if it's a German stereotype or if it's just he's like that, but he just says it like it is. But he also said it in a very kind way, and he said, you would be a lot more successful if you would consider consequences and kind of plan ahead a little bit. And I think coming from him, the way he said it was, first of all, I respected him a lot. He had already won my trust, and I felt like he wasn't gonna try to he wasn't saying it in a cruel way, but he was saying it in a way that really, he wanted to help me, and it was true, because a lot of times I would just do it the last second, and things weren't always planned out, and they didn't go as smoothly. And so I started planning ahead, and now I'm almost like the opposite. I plan everything, and I love to have every little thing worked out. But I realize that a lot of times things go smoother when I plan ahead. So that's what's helped me a lot, is planning ahead.
Russ. Come on up. You weren't going to initially have your mic. Okay. You are over the age of 25. Yes. Over the age of 30.
Yes.
Okay, we'll stop there. Don't want to embarrass anybody. We're going to step into the Table Topics time machine, and you run into yourself at age 18. What advice would you give to yourself at age 18?
Yeah, it's actually would be very similar to some of the comments that we've heard, both within our talk from Aryan and some of our table topics, would be to spend time getting to know and to appreciate yourself. I think a lot of people end up struggling with that and kind of discovering themselves a little bit more as they go through life. I certainly have found that I'm in that discovery phase right now, and I would give myself that recommendation to try to kick off that process just a little bit sooner. Be more open to it as well. So I think that's something that is often a struggle that we have, is being open to that. As Ari so eloquently told us earlier. I think that would be the primary advice, to get to better know myself, get to better know me and appreciate myself and my self-worth. And I almost saw the green card coming up, so I was stopping right then. Thank
You should have just held it down.
He was playing music.
Okay, let's do one more real fast. Kevin Ford. Welcome, Kevin. Welcome. Thank you for being willing to participate. You're married. Yes. How long have you been married? 5.5 years. Okay, 5.5 years. What do you feel is the best advice you received when you were first married about being individuals? Yeah.
Well, first of all, don't go to bed fighting. Just stay up and fight. That's usually been the case. Actual advice that I received, I can't remember a single piece of anything from the wedding day that anyone told me. I don't know if I cared what anyone said. I figured I was going to have to beat my own path anyways and figure it all out. I have learned, however, from being married, that I'm not the emotional one. I'm the emotional one, and that causes some rifts at times. My wife is just, here's the spectrum. She's on the far end of emotional. Everything is emotional. And I just can't fathom where she comes up with her decisions or wants or what she's trying to get at. Or why is this? Really, that knob has to be in the car. You want that car because you don't want that car because there's not a knob here. This one's $2,000 less. Weird little things come up like that. I am learning to be more in touch with my emotions as a man. It is probably a good thing, I would imagine. Because I like to calculate things out and go by the facts, go by the rules, figure out the best deals. But I'm just learning to try to learn to see things through a different set of glasses and a different set of emotions, and I'm slowly becoming a better person because of that. So,